Today we're going to start installing the fascia board, which is a 2x board. We have them all cut and we're just going to install them along, probably leaving a little extra hanging off the ends. For the gable ends of the building, we also left the purlins long. So we got to get up there, put a string line or chalk line on, mark them, and then cut them off to the desired length, which is about 2 foot past the eventual edge of the sheathing. That's going to be a little bit of a pain, a lot of extension ladder work. Then we will install the 2x6 along the edge there, and we've got a couple additional furring strips that also go along the edge. Hopefully it's safe. This is all fairly hard to reach. We're not exactly sure how it's all going to go, but we're going to try our best to do it safely, obviously. It was not hard to install, just very slow. It's really firmed up everything, and it's nice and straight. So we're pleased with how it came together, but it did take us a half a day. And we have some monstrous storms coming in. We might get a couple hours more of work, but I wouldn't be surprised if the sky opens up at any time. Regardless, we're gonna come to the south side, start working over here, and see how much we can get done before thunder. We have got to get a roof onto this structure. Having to squeegee out water over and over and over again, especially the low spot here in the office, is just a pain in the butt. Getting a roof is just going to be so nice. We're close. We're very close. We'll pick up where we finished off yesterday, attach the last fascia board here, nail everything in place, and then we'll come to the point where we measure out and cut all the purlins to the desired length. So that's going to be not very fun, I think is the answer. Not very fun at all, especially with wet shoes and a wet ladder. So And just like that, our day is cut short by unexpected rain. It's terrible. It's the worst thing ever. So we did what we didn't expect to have to do, and that's hire contractors to help us with the above grade work. If you can't tell, winter's coming. And at our pace, which is slow, there's just no chance in hell that we're going to be able to get the whole thing roofed and sheathed before the first snowfall. So we asked for some help. Just tossing the sheathing onto the roof, taping it, doing underlayment, and then attaching the metal, as well as the basic trim up top, like the ridge vent cap, the gutter apron, and the top gable trim. It's basically, hey, let's get the big roof watertight and snow resistant so that we have a dry place to work. In the fall, this place is wet. It rains, I'm gonna say 8 out of 10 days or 4 out of 5 days we get rain. Today was the first day in over a week that we haven't had any rain. It's just nuts. Fall is very wet, winter is very wet. Our work has significantly slowed. Sunday, yesterday, we worked in hard rain all day long getting the fly rafters in place, which was something that was left over from the roof framing. We just hadn't gotten to it. They really hang out over the edge, and it's a lot of extension ladder work. And so we worked through the rain, and frankly, we don't want to do that again. So anyway, we hired some guys to help. It's one of the interesting things that I've learned is it's actually hard for me to kind of give up some control on this. You know, we spent so much time on this barn thus far. The risk of other people cutting corners where we certainly would not is kind of scary. Anyway, the guys seem to alternate out. It's not a consistent crew. They're not full-time roofers. They're kind of like generalist people who will pick up any job, whether it's landscaping or remodeling a bathroom. And I gave them like zip sheathing. They'd never installed zip before. So I kind of had to teach them how to do the zip, and then they didn't fully install it properly. Like the 4-foot edges, they did 12 inches instead of every 6. For roofing, the 7/16 zip requires 6 inches. The other thing is all their nails are pretty over penetrated. My understanding of zip is that you don't really want the head of the nail to penetrate through the green water and air barrier, and all theirs are at least an 1/8 inch over penetrated. And we got a lot of rain over the weekend, and of course there's dark green rings around all the nail holes where the water seeped into the OSB and darkened the water barrier from underneath. So I asked them to tape all their nail holes. You know, they rolled their eyes. Again, it is overkill. You know, we're putting grease, ice, and water over the entire roof assembly. So all the way from eave to ridge. Clearly, that does the job of a water barrier. We are really going for redundant systems on this. What do they say? Belt and suspenders? Is it the cheapest way to build a barn? No. Is it the fastest way to build a barn? No. But is the way we're building our barn? Yeah, it is. Because apparently we have too much money and time on hand. In any case, they're complying with some reluctance, but you know, hey, we're paying them. And we're gonna end up with a metal roof by the end of the week, which will be a huge step towards winterizing our lives.